Okay, so here is our second scenario of trigger. Okay, so the scenario is like this: write a trigger to avoid insertion of account, that is, which will fires when we try to create the account with the same email and existing account already having related contact to it. Okay, so here on the account, one email field is there. So this is the custom email field, okay, which we will going to create. Okay, so the scenario is like this: you have to avoid insertion of account if the account with same email address is already present and this account is also having existing related contact to it. Okay, then only we have to avoid the insertion of this account. Okay, and if like suppose the account is already present with same email but there are no related contact to it, then in such case we need not to avoid the insertion, we will allow the insert of account. Okay, so now hope this scenario is clear. Let's move to the code and we'll see how we will going to write it. Okay, so here as you can see, we have to perform our operation or our logic on the same account, on the same object only, that is on account. Okay, so here we did not require any account ID. Okay, and for the same object. Okay, so in such cases we will going to work on the before triggers. Okay, there is no need to go with the after because we will here will be going with the before only because we will going to perform operation on the same object, that is on account. Okay, so here is my trigger. Trigger is written on before and it will fire at the time of insert whenever we will try to insert our account record. Okay, this is my class name handler. Okay, and this is my method name. Okay, and in this method we only, this is as on the insert case, so we only require the trigger dot new. Okay, okay, so here this is on before insert, and in case of before insert we are only having value in the trigger dot new. Okay, we are not having value in the trigger dot new map because in the case of before insert id is not yet available. Okay, so there is we cannot use the new map. Okay, so we will going to use this trigger dot new where we are having list of records which we are going to insert. Okay, now here is my method avoid insertion. So this is the parameter, that is list of account, new list of account here. Okay, so here first I have checked the condition, is this list contains a value. Okay, just to avoid the null pointer. If yes, then we will going to iterate over it. Okay, so here in this, the list of records which are here in this list, we will check whether these records have value in this field or not. Okay, then only we will going to proceed further with the records. Okay, so we'll add the condition if the email address is present in the record, then we will going to collect all the email address in a set of email. Okay, so this is of string type, and in this set we are collecting all the email addresses of this list from this list. Okay, so once this is done, we are now having the set of email address. Our next part is to check whether the email address which are collected in this set is already present in the Salesforce or not. If yes, then those accounts are having the related records, that is related contact or not. If yes, then we have to avoid the insertion. Okay, so in the next line, we will going to first check whether this set contains a value or not. Okay, if yes, then next we will going to query out over the account records. Okay, so here as you can see, this is my account. I will going to query out over the account object. Okay, so here select id email, this is my custom field. Okay, and I have to add here also this because this email is my custom field. Okay, so here in the query itself, I am checking or I am fetching the list of related contact also. Okay, I'm just query out. I'm just getting the value of ID here only. Okay, other values I am not required currently. Okay, so just checking out whether it contains the related contact or not. Okay, then from account, we will going to put the condition only those accounts should be come in this query where the set of email where the email address is equals to this set of email. Okay, so like suppose here this set of email contains two email address. Okay, if these two email address are present in the Salesforce, then this query will going to give us two records, okay, which are present in Salesforce with this email address which are collected in this set. Okay, so once we get the records, now next condition is to check whether they are already having related contact or not. Okay, so in the next line we will going to check whether the size of the record, that is the contact size, is greater than 0. If yes, then we will going to collect such email addresses in another list. Okay, so this is the list of string type. In this list we are collecting the such email address, okay, which are having the related contact to it. Okay, so here I have this list. This list contains the email address of account which are having related contact. Okay, now okay, and this set contains all the email addresses from the new list of account. Okay, so now from these two I have to filter out, or I have to eliminate the email addresses based on the conditions, okay, or based on my requirement. Okay, so in the next line again I am iterating over this new list. Okay, here in this new list, now my next step will be to check if this email address is already present, okay, from the new list. If this email address is already present here in this duplicate list, then I have to show an error that record with the same email address is already present, okay, with the related contact. Okay, so add error here is a function which we used in the triggers to avoid the insertion of records. Okay, so it works like a validation rule. Okay, so using this add error function, we are able to show an error over the UI at the time of insert update, whatever based on our condition. Okay, so this is how we will going to solve this scenario. So this is the straightforward. First, we will need to collect all the email addresses from the new list, okay, which user are inserting. Now the next, based on this email addresses, we will going to check in the Salesforce whether this email address already records with this email address is already present in Salesforce, and if they are having the related contact also, then we need to collect all such duplicate email addresses. Okay, now our next step is to eliminate all these duplicate from this new list. Okay, and this can be done here in this third loop only, where we will going to iterate over this new list and check in this duplicate list. If this contains an email address, then we have to show an error, else it will going to allow the insert of records. Okay, so now let's try this on a UI how it will going to work. So here is my record account. So here we are on account. Okay, so here this account is already having related contact records. Okay, and here in the detail, here is the email address. Okay, so based on our requirement, if I try to insert the account record with the same email address, okay, and here this existing one is already having the related contact also. So as per my requirement, the trigger should not allow me to create the account record with the same email address. Okay, let's see what will happen. So I am providing the same email address here also, and let's try to save. So here, as you can see, it has shown me the error same as of the validation rules we used to get. Okay, so here it is showing the message which we have added here in this add error, this one. Okay, record with same email with related contact already present. Okay, so if I try to change this email address, then it will going to allow me to save the record. Okay, yeah. Okay, now let's see. I have created this record, and here this is the email address. Okay, and currently this account is not having any related contact. Okay, so in such case also, if I try to create again a new account with same email address, it should allow me to create. Okay, because currently it is not satisfying the condition of related contact. Let's see. So yeah, it has allowed me to create the record. So this is our second scenario. So if you have any questions or any doubt related to this, you can let me know. Okay. So one more thing here, the add error function we can only use on the new list only. Okay. So that is why we have iterated over this the new list again, and then check out for the duplicates and then use this add error function. Okay. You have so this is our second scenario. So if you have any questions or any doubt related to it, do let me know in the comment section. Okay, we'll see you soon in the next video. Thank you.